Hi Tribe, today we have a sweet treat and I'm not just talking about the protein ice cream. My husband's here to share 2 of his favorite protein ice creams. Stay tuned.
I'm using Greek yogurt, which I'm going to do 3/4 cup or 170 grams. So. It's a little bit over, but I'm not complaining. It's more like 175, but that'll be good enough for now. I'm gonna do the first one with bananas. So I just have a couple bananas. They've been sitting out all day, so they look brown. So I'll actually add the juice in here too. So grab my big spoon. So these were frozen in the refrigerator, but I left them out all morning. So they add a little bit more sweetness to it. Then I'm using vanilla ice cream protein, which is my favorite. Or one of my favorites, should I say. So I'm going to use 2 scoops of this for now. Let me see how much it adds in there. 1, 2, so that gives me another 44 grams of protein. I'm going to add chopped walnuts, so I'm not going to do a whole 4th cup. I'm just going to do 2 tablespoons, which is half of a 4th cup. So it gives me a little nutty flavor in there.
I think you passed the filling.
Yeah, but I was going to, once I do the
okay.
thing. Oh, then we're going to use this neat little thing that you bought. So I've never used it before. I've seen it on Food Network, so hopefully it works. How do you use this thing?
I don't know. It's my first watching. Oops.
Alright, so let me try this.
Maybe turn it off and put it on.
It smells good. I don't know if you can smell it.
Can y'all smell it?
This to make sure I get all my protein. That's money wasted. It's just sitting on top of this little thing. Just scoop it off into there. Yeah, so some of it didn't. The next one will be a little different.
Maybe you can mix it in a different bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You want to scoop off the side, like clean up the sides too.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in there. Rest in there, maybe.
What? I want to make sure I make the next one done.
Oh, I meant in here, but that's okay.
No, because I'm going to make the strawberry one. So,
But this thing did its thing, right?
Looks like it. So this stuff is supposed to be flat in here, so it's a little messy, but it's what I'm supposed to do. It's how it's supposed to be. So if you look at how the fill line is right here at the max fill line. So that is my not peanut butter, banana, vanilla, walnut, Greek yogurt, ice cream. So 4 simple ingredients. Let's see how it turns out. Alright, next up, this one I'm going to be using some Greek yogurt again. This is my normal protein. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use some Greek yogurt, 3/4 cup or 170 grams, so it's easier to measure things out.
Are you using the new Ninja Creami Swirl to do this? Okay.
Normally I would do this as a protein shake and I would use almond milk, but I want a thicker consistency and a little bit of added protein. So I'm going to use Greek yogurt and hopefully it turns out the same. So I've added that. I got 176 instead of 170 grams, which is just a little bit over, but it'll be okay. So next up I've got the strawberry milkshake protein from My Protein, which is great. It has 22 grams of protein in it, 120 calories, which isn't too bad, and very little carbs for people who are carb conscious. I'm just going to add 2 scoops of this in. And this is actually a really good flavor. I'm not big on strawberry protein a lot, but this one is actually has a really good flavor to it. So I don't mind using this. Then I'm going to add just some whole strawberries. I probably could have cut them up, but I want to see how the emulsion blender thing works with this. So I'm just going to add in these strawberries.
And when you're using something like the immersion blender, you might want to put the dry ingredients like the protein powder on the bottom so that it doesn't like come up over the top and the powder doesn't go everywhere.
I'm going to also use some pecans in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get this down a little bit in the cup. Pulled out a little bit. Seems like it's blending pretty good. Make sure I get one side. So I'm not going to do the full 4th cup. I'm just going to go ahead and use half, which is 2 tablespoons. So half of a 4th is 2 tablespoons. I love nuts in my protein shakes, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in and get this all blended in together. get all the excess off a little bit so I can make sure I get all my protein out of this and make sure I get the full effect.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Mm.
Okay.
Oh, that tastes really good.
So, take this off. Alright, there you go. So, this one, I'll just go ahead and clean the lid. And this one is actually, it's perfect because it's like right at the max fill line. So that you're supposed to not go past. So, and everything is going to be flat. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty good consistency. Just something else that I could use. But if you wanted to look at the macros, I can do a quick count, which is not going to be hard at all. So that's going to be 44 grams protein for protein powder, 6 carbs, and you're gonna have 4 grams of fat total for the 2 scoops. And then if you look at the nuts, this isn't too bad either because I did half, so you're gonna have 100 calories. You're gonna have 10 grams of fat, 1 gram saturated fat, 2 carbs, and then you're gonna have just 1.5 grams of protein. And then if you look at the serving size for the Greek yogurt, you've got the 3/4 cup, no fat because I chose fat-free, 4 grams of carbs, and then you're gonna have an additional 18 grams of protein in here. So that's a pretty good amount. If you ate the whole thing at once, you would have 44, 8, 62, roughly 62, 63 grams of protein, or 65, just depends on how much you had in there. So that's not bad for your protein. It's got low carbs, it's got low fat, and it's got the good fats. So it's got the good fats, the healthy fats from the nuts, and non-fat from the Greek yogurt. You can switch up these however you want to make it more or less protein, fat, and carbs. We'll test this out in a day. So this one, as far as the macros go, I didn't really do the banana. I'd say I probably used a medium-sized banana, so that's gonna be mostly carbs as far as that goes. The protein, I had the 2 scoops of protein, which is good, so that gives me 44 grams of protein just here, only 4 grams of fat, and 6 grams of carbs total. If you look at the Greek yogurt, I just did the 1 3/4 serving, so that's no fat because I got fat free, but you can add, you can do just normal if you wanted to, but that has 4 grams of total carbs, and it has 18 grams of protein, so that gives you extra little protein in there. So that's around 65 grams of protein. And then if you add in the walnuts, I only did the half serving, which is 2 tablespoons instead of the 4th cup. So that cut it in half. You only had 9 grams of fat, you had 2 carbs, and then you had 2 grams of protein. So overall, it's pretty healthy. This is something that I would eat. Like I said, I would do it with, when I usually do it with my protein shake, I do it with almond milk, but because it's an ice cream, I use the Greek yogurt. So hopefully it'll taste good, and it already smells pretty good. And we can set this in the freezer overnight, and then we can test it out tomorrow.
If you enjoyed this recipe, check out my Cooking with Journey to 50 Plus playlist for more healthy ideas. Don't forget to comment below and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more recipes on the channel.